thought, oh my gosh, like seriously, people, get your house in order. Make sure that you are have some things that you're at peace. If anything would happen at all, are you at peace in your own family knowing that I'm okay? We're going to be okay. We might not have tons of stuff, but we're going to be okay for a little while. Hi guys, it's Sandy. So I have some thoughts that I wanted to get on here and talk to you about because a few weeks ago I did a video on what I think maybe what could happen in 2024 with the elections, and we be in a war. So I had some thoughts on that then, which I'll share that video, but I had some more opinions. So these are my opinions, right? Everybody has opinions. Everybody should respect others' opinions, whether we agree with them or not, has nothing to do with anything. We just all have our own opinions. So I want to share a few other things because I think it's time to get your house in order. I just really do. Um, just think we've got some volatile times ahead, or we could anyway, and I'm going to share my reasoning. But I think it's time. So I've said this so many times over again that it had been put on my heart a few years ago to start sharing. And I don't know why, but it did. It was put on my heart to share with people that you should start preparing and just get your house in order. So what does that mean for your family? Like, make sure that you have stuff. If you have a job loss, would you be okay? If our electricity went out, if you have a bad winter, we live where we actually get winter. So if you had a bad winter, would you be okay? If you got really sick or somebody in your house got really sick and couldn't work, would you be okay? If things go wacky with our government in 2024, or we would be in a war or whatever, would you be okay? We're only going to be okay is if you have your house in order. So make sure you have some stuff in your house that you feel peace and that you can take care of your family if you need to. So this is my reasoning. I was listening to this guy and he said something that made me go, oh, he could totally be right. So what he was talking about was so as of right now, we don't know who's going to be on either ticket for the Dems or the Republicans. It is kind of up in the air. I can't imagine the Dems running Biden and Kamala Harris again. Like, who likes Kamala Harris? Nobody. So I can't imagine that happening again, but I'm not saying that it can't happen again. And then as far as the Republican Party, well, who's going to run for that? Trump's way ahead in the polls, but they are trying to bury him in legal things. Could he still run? I don't know. And who else could run if not? This was the thing this guy said that made me really pop up my ears. He said, so these other world powers are all watching America right now, watching what's going to happen in the elections, and they are. It has always surprised me that whenever we're traveling internationally, that people in other countries will talk about our presidents and care, because I don't know who their presidents are, or I know maybe, but I don't care. Like, I'm not part of their political party, but people in other countries really pay attention to America. Well, you know who else is paying attention? Are world superpowers, Russia and China. Iran, like, they're all paying attention to what America's going on right now. We have Biden. I don't think anybody's afraid of Biden. Trump, these other countries do have some fear of Trump. So listen to me for just a minute. And I want you to comment on this too, and let me know what you think. Because what if these other Russia and China, these other world powers are watching, and if they think that Trump is going to get in, will they act on whatever front that they need to so that they can do whatever they want to in the world before Trump gets in? Because I do believe that there is fear of Trump. And I do believe that if Trump got back in, he wouldn't put up with it. He would just be like, okay, you're starting this and America's coming after you, or whatever. But I don't think that it would happen. I don't think we would have ever pulled out of Afghanistan the way we pulled out. Like, things would not have happened the same way. So if Trump does get in, or not even that, if the world powers think that Trump could get back in, will they act more aggressively on their fronts? Will things become more aggressive with Ukraine? What about the whole Russia and Iran coming against Israel? Will things get more aggressive there? Will China invade Taiwan? All of this, would that happen while they know that they probably won't have any problems with America? But then if Trump came back in, then it could be a different story. I don't know. This guy, whenever he said that, I literally went, oh, I totally believe that. I totally see where that could happen. But I want your opinion. I want to know, do you? Or are you like, we're good, we're fine, it's not a big deal? So I heard that and I wanted to share that with you. And whenever I did hear that, I thought, oh my gosh, like seriously, people, get your house in order. Make sure that you are have some things that you're at peace. If anything would happen at all, are you at peace in your own family, knowing that I'm okay? We're going to be okay. We might not have tons of stuff, but we're going to be okay for a little while. So another thing is, when I shared that last video that I was telling you about, I shared that on the Democratic ticket, who knows who's going to be on there? I can't imagine Biden and Kamala Harris, but what if they ran someone like Gavin Newsom, I said, or Michelle Obama, because those were two names that I had heard reporters saying before. Well, the whole Gavin Newsom thing, because he was over in China at the time that I had made that video, and I was like, how many governors go and visit world leaders? Not very many. Or did they have a plan for him? But the thing is, he's not well liked at all. Like, I think people in California can't stand him, or the majority of people really can't stand him. Even though he got voted back in, I just don't know. I don't think that he is well liked. So if he's not well liked in California and those people don't really trust him, is America going to vote for him? I think that the day they put him up, and I'm only saying Trump because he's ahead in the polls. I don't know who's going to be on the ticket at this point. But as of now, if the polls were, it would be Trump and I think Biden. But would Gavin Newsom, did the Dems think, could Gavin Newsom actually beat Trump? I don't think so. I don't, could Biden beat Trump at this point in the way that America's been for the last 3 years? But the other thing is Michelle Obama. That was the other name the reporter had said. And that one does make me go, I think that she could. There's not that political history, her husband, and she's a lawyer, but she doesn't have the political and world history. But, if people are like, I'm fed up with everybody that's on these tickets and I don't want any of them, Michelle Obama could probably do it. She could probably get in. I don't know where our world will be for sure if whoever gets in. It's all up in the air, right? Only the Lord knows. And thank goodness that if we know Jesus, then we're at peace no matter what. But I think the Lord is actually the one that had really put it on my heart to tell people to get your house in order, to just start getting prepared. I don't have to share this with anybody. I could keep it to myself, but for whatever reason, it's put on my heart to share it. So along with the kind of eye-opening things that I had heard recently, and the one about the whole Trump and super or world powers just made me go, oh man, who knows what can happen? Who knows what these other world powers will do just to make sure that they can take care of things if they have any kind of fear that Trump can get back in, and then America's going to dominate again. So my thoughts. I want your thoughts. I want your opinions. I respect all of them. I always do. I don't put down people. So these are mine until next time. Oh, and I had to push my Christmas decorations out of the way so I could do this. Until next time, I'm out.